This is TWiT.
Don't miss All About Android every week. We talk about the latest news, hardware, apps, and now all the developer-y goodness happening in the Android ecosystem. I'm Jason Howell, also joined by Ron Richards, Florence Ion, and our newest co-host on the panel, Wen Tu Dao, who brings her developer chops. Really great stuff. We also invite people from all over the Android ecosystem to talk about this mobile platform we love so much. Join us every Tuesday, All About Android on twit.tv.
The Verge's coverage of Anker's Eufy, spelled E-U-F-Y, IoT cameras did not pull any punches. Their headline read, Anker's Eufy lied to us about the security of its security cameras. And then the subhead said, despite claims of only using local storage with its security cameras, Eufy has been caught uploading identifiable footage to the cloud, and it's even possible to view the camera streams using VLC. Okay, since I can't improve on The Verge's coverage and reporting, here's what they wrote at the beginning of it. It was long, but this will give you the idea. They wrote, Anker, and a company we all like, has built a remarkable reputation for quality over the past decade, said The Verge, building its phone charger business into an empire spanning all sorts of portable electronics, including the Eufy home security cameras we've recommended over the years, said The Verge. Eufy's commitment to privacy is remarkable. It promises your data will be stored locally, that it, quote, never leaves the safety of your home, unquote, that its footage only gets transmitted with end-to-end military-grade encryption. Okay, at this point, you start to have to worry, right, when someone says military-grade.
I never want to see that phrase again.
No.
Every advertiser puts it in there. I just take it out and say AES 256 or something.
Frightening, yeah. And they said that they will only send the footage straight to your phone, unquote. So, The Verge wrote, you can imagine our surprise to learn you can stream video from a Eufy camera from the other side of the country with no encryption. Okay, now, The Verge's coverage of this might seem somewhat harsh, but they then show a snapshot of the marketing for the Eufy camera, which makes all of these claims quite clear, which then makes the reality of what Anker is doing somewhat stunning. So in the show notes, I have this snapshot, which is right off of the Eufy marketing page. They said, our technology keeps your privacy safe. Okay, now, I'm not sure that privacy can be kept safe. So the wording of the headline is like,
you're not safe, but your privacy is.
Yeah. So, but they got the words in there that they wanted.
That's the main thing, yeah.
Your privacy and safe. So, okay. So maybe actually whoever wrote this didn't even understand what they were saying. I don't know, but that might be their way out of this corner. So they've got three big icons. Local storage. And we've got kind of your house, and there's a server with a power symbol on it. And it says, for your eyes only, home is where your data belongs. With secure local storage, your private data never leaves the safety of your home and is accessible by you alone. Okay, now consider that in the context of the fact that you can stream it from the other side of the world with VLC. Okay. Second icon, end-to-end encryption, peeking prohibited. All recorded footage is encrypted on device and sent straight to your phone, and only you have the key to decrypt and watch the footage. Data during transmission is encrypted. None of that is true. On-device AI. Oh, everything in-house. Our super smart AI, apparently much better than their super dumb crypto, is built into every Eufy device. It analyzes your recorded footage without the need to risk your privacy by sending it to the cloud. Okay? Like, all of this is untrue. Stunningly.
Wow.
I mean, it's like incredible. None of it's true. So, get ready for the lawsuits. And how. The Verge continued, okay, the Verge said, worse. It's not yet clear how widespread this might be, because instead of addressing it head on, the company falsely claimed to The Verge that it wasn't even possible. On Thanksgiving Day, InfoSec consultant Paul Moore and a hacker who goes by Wasabi both alleged that Anker's Eufy cameras can stream encryption-free through the cloud just by connecting to a unique address at Eufy's cloud servers with the free VLC media player. So, I mean, there shouldn't even be cloud servers, right? What? It never leaves your house. It goes straight to your phone. What do you need the cloud for? But apparently there's a cloud and all your video is there. And you don't even need an app. You just use VLC and give it the URL. When asked, Anker point blank to confirm or deny that, the company categorically denied it. Quote, I can confirm that it is not possible to start a stream and watch live footage using a third-party player such as VLC, said Brett White, a senior PR manager at Anker.
Oh, well, he knows there. Yeah.
And, of course, that's exactly whose opinion you want regarding anything potentially damaging.
I tried, but I couldn't do it. What is this VLC?
Yeah, I clicked the link, and it just said hello. Wow. The Verge, they wrote, but The Verge can now confirm that's not true. That is what Brett said. This week, we repeatedly watched live footage from two of our own Eufy cameras, which, of course, they had been recommending in the past, so they probably had some, using that very same VLC media player from across the United States, proving that Anker has a way to bypass encryption and access these supposedly secure cameras through the cloud. They said there is some good news. There's no proof yet that this has been exploited in the wild. Oh, great. Now everyone's going to jump on that.
I don't know how you would know. I mean, you couldn't, there's no way to prove or disprove.
Right. Suddenly the cameras are getting hot. I wonder why.
I do think you need to know the serial number of the camera. So
that is true.
That's some protection, right?
They said the way we initially obtained the address required logging in with a username and password before Eufy's website will cough up the encryption-free stream. Again, what they're doing completely belies what they said they were doing. I mean, the fact that you have you log into the cloud, well, then the video must be there. It's not in your house. I mean, it just make your head explode. If you think about this, nothing they're claiming matches the services that they're offering. So they said, but it also gets worse. They said, Eufy's best practices appear to be so shoddy that bad actors might be able to figure out the address of a camera's feed, because that address largely consists of your camera's serial number encoded in base 64, something you can easily reverse with a simple online calculator. The address also includes a Unix timestamp you can easily create, plus a token that Eufy servers don't actually seem to be validating. We changed our token to arbitrary potato, and it still worked. Thank you, The Verge. And a 4-digit random hex whose 65536 combinations could easily be brute forced. And I'll note that other people have already done this, and they did it. So a Mandiant vulnerability engineer, Jacob Thompson, tells The Verge this is definitely not how it should be designed. Yeah, no kidding. For one thing, serial numbers don't change. So a bad actor could give or sell or donate a camera to Goodwill and quietly keep watching the feeds. But also, he points out, the cameras don't tend to keep don't tend to keep their serial numbers secret. Some stick them on the box and sell them at Best Buy, yes, including Eufy. On the plus side, Eufy serial numbers are long at 16 characters and aren't just an increasing number. We've seen that done before, not here. So, quote, "You're not going to be able to just guess at IDs and begin hitting them," says Mandiant Red Team consultant Dylan Frank, calling it a possible saving grace of this disclosure. "It doesn't sound quite as bad as user ID 1000, then you try 101, 102, 103, and so forth. Anyway, I'm reminded of the fact that I don't have a single connected video camera anywhere within my environment, and that your wife, Lisa, Leo, early on intuited the inherent dangers of having unknowable video capture technology, which is what all of this is, lurking around the house. You know, in a TNO, trust no one world, the simple, though impractical truth is, unless you designed it yourself, you don't know what it does. And I should add that due to the crazy complexity of the things we design today, even if you did design it yourself, you may still not know that it does what it does whatever.
Right.
Anyway.
What you said, man.
Yeah.
Right on. The point is, maybe it isn't an easy thing to exploit, but they completely misrepresented what was going on.
Oh my God. Yes. Nothing that they said about it was
and they must have known
true.
better. I mean, it's not an accidental mistake disclosure.
The one out I had was when you have a situation like Anker was apparently in, where everybody loved their power supplies, which they probably themselves actually did create. There's a tendency to go buy other companies in order to expand
that may well
yourself.
Have happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it probably is like, well, we got all this money from power supplies. Who looks good? Oh, let's get Eufy. They
make everything too. They make headphones. They make all kinds of stuff. Anker has a sound core division. Exactly as you say, they found success and they then expanded.
Yep. And so the Anker people, unfortunately, are tying their good name to products that they can't actually vouch for, but which are making the money now. And they've got Brett out there on the front line saying, what link? I don't have a link. Where'd you get that link? That's illegal for you to have that link.
I tried, but I couldn't do it.